www.ezbuildernetwork.com. We are a home building organization. We help people build their home and save a ton of money doing it. Now, there's other places out there that help you build your home too. The difference here is we're the lowest prices in the state of Texas, guaranteed for any owner builder company out there. Also, listen to us live on the radio every Saturday between 3 and 5 on 100.7 FM. The Word. That's 100.7 FM between 3 and 5 every Saturday. I'm on there along with Bob Lovelace, the home inspector, and our guest. A very informative show. If you're considering building a home, whether it's your 30-year dream home, your investment home, or just some property that you want to do something with so it creates value, that's what we're here for. We want to help you get into your home for as least amount of money as possible. Two reasons. One, you'll be very happy you're going to send us a reference. We love references, and we work and try to earn your reference. Let's talk about some of the initial steps in building a home. One is land acquisition. You got to have property. You may have a property right now and may have a balance on your property. We can actually roll the balance into the construction loan to pay it off. Let's say you don't have land. What we'll do is we'll bring you in. Now we need an idea of what it is you want to build. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. But we need a drawing, or you may already have blueprints. If not, we need a drawing of something that you want to build. It does not have to be perfect, because we'll take that drawing and we'll actually budget out and tweak it and make it the way you want it in your own custom home. But let's take this drawing. Let's budget out. Let's say it's a $200,000 to $250,000 drawing, whichever the budget comes out to be. Let's say you qualify for $350,000. That leaves $100,000 difference in between that you can go out shopping for land. Now, all this is done and you have not committed to anything. You haven't spent a penny with us. We'll do all this for you before you start building to see how we can help you out. You go out, you find your piece of property, and let's say it's a $50,000 piece of property. What we're going to do is we're going to tell you, give them $500 earnest money made out to Stewart Title. We'll actually roll the $49,500 into the construction loan to pay it off. So you got to come out of pocket $500 for earnest money, but that's better than having to put 10% down or anything like that. We'll roll the balance to the construction loan to pay it off. Okay, now let's switch gears real quick and let's talk about blueprints. You got to have blueprints to build. Now, a lot of people don't have plans. They have the drawing or the idea of what it is they want to build. That's where we come in. We'll sit with you. We'll take your drawing, your ideas. We'll tweak it. We'll find out what needs to be done. A lot of times when you bring us those drawings, we see things. We see things that affect appraisal, see things that affect the value of your home, and we'll bring it up to your attention. Of course, the overall decision is yours, but we'll make suggestions to you that will help create value in your home and build your home right. That's the most important thing. The blueprints, if you need us to draw plans, like I said, we'll do the plans for you. It's a very simple process. You meet with our designer right here in our office and give him your ideas, and we sit there and we help come up with the drawing. It takes about 2 weeks before we get a preliminary plan back, and we give that to you. You take it home, you look it over, you mark it up, bring it back to our office, sit down and go over the changes with the designer. Usually by the second time that within 2 weeks, we got a set of plans. And at that time, now we only have an appraisal set. We got a preliminary plan and a front elevation. That's an appraisal set. We use that to send out for the appraisal. Now we order finals, or let me reverse that. We order pre-finals the week of closing. So you'll get an exact copy of a final set of plans to approve the week of closing. Once you close your construction loan, then we order finals. We get 10 sets of finals. So it takes about a week after construction loan closing before we get the finals. Blueprints are very important. You can find blueprints online. You might find some good deals there. Some of these places, coolhouseplans.com, ePlans, places like that have good quality plans. Biggest thing you need to look for, you know, are they selling you a set of plans with 2x6 exterior walls with snow loads and things like that? We don't need those. We don't need basement plans. We don't need any of that stuff. So we want to make sure that you have 2x4 exterior walls and that your blueprints are actually what you want to build. Because once you buy those plans and you bring them in and say, I bought these plans online, you say, but I want to move this wall, I want to move this wall. Unfortunately, when we submit that to our blueprint guy, it's just like starting over because he has to redesign that drawing. So make sure it's what you want to build before you purchase those plans online. Key thing. Square footages. When you're looking at plan design books, you're looking online, you're going to see plan number 2045. That's usually 2,045 square foot of living area. On top of that living area, add in, it has the dimensions for the garage. Add in those dimensions. Add in your porches. Obtain your total framed area. That's a sales technique they do, is they only put living area. So if you see 2,000 square foot living area, you go, it's only a 2,000 square foot home. Throw in, 600 square feet or 700 square feet for porches, garages. Throw in another 250 for porches. Now you got a 3,000 square foot home. But it seems, a better number for you to see is the living area versus the framed area. So add in the porches, add in the garages to that number, and that'll tell you how big the house is that you're buying online. We actually will do custom designs for you. Like I said, all we need you to do is come in with that idea of what it is you want to build. Now we take that idea of what it is you want to build and we do a budget for you. We'll count out windows, doors, square footages, everything about your plans. And we come up with a budget. It may be $250,000, $300,000 budget, whatever it turns out to be. Of course, that's determined by what you put in the home and how big a home it is you're building. And you help us put the budget together, so you're right there with us. And then on top of that, we're going to do your qualifications. We're going to find out how much money you got coming in, how much money you got going out, what's your credit like. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's not perfect, do you have some offsetting factors? If you got a 500 FICO score, do you have 100 grand to bank? You know what I'm saying? You got to have something else to contribute to the process. If you've got decent credit, great. All we'll do is we'll put the deal together. We'll make sure you qualify. There's two types of qualifications. There's debt to income ratio to make sure that you're building a home that's within your means, and then there's credit qualifications. So there's two different types of qualifications. Okay? Like I said, this budget that we do is the basis of your construction loan. So you may have a $250,000, $300,000 construction loan that you're controlling. You're controlling the money. You disperse the funds to the contractors. Now at the same time, none of the contractors are paid in advance. That's a key thing. You do not want to pay a contractor in advance. There's some great quality contractors out there, but the golden rule is you just don't pay them in advance. Now, you're welcome once you become a client of ours. You close your construction loan. You store your blueprints here in our office. You get 3 bids on every competitive major task. Those 3 bids. Now, we have a bidding service. We'll do it for you if you don't have time. But anyway, if we get these 3 bids, we go back and forth on them. Let's say that the lowest bid is $20,000. The next one up is $22,000. We call the guy at $22,000. We tell him, we got a bid for $20,000. Can you beat that? If he can beat that, we save some money. That's money in your pocket, not ours. That's how we do that. You want to get 3 competitive bids on every major task. Also, when you apply for the building permit, which is part of what we do, we obtain your permit for you. People obtain that information. There's contractors on a list that get these lists once a month or sometimes twice a month of people that have applied for building permits. They come by your location. You may be out there. It may offer you the deal of the century to do your job, whether it's painting, whether it's brick, whatever it is. And that's not a bad thing. If a guy needs work, he's going to go out there and hustle. And that shows initiative, and that shows that he's willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Key thing is you don't pay him in advance. So a guy comes to your job site with the deal of a century to paint your home. Okay, and you've gotten $2,000 bids for painting. He gives you $1,000. He says, just pay me 50% now and 50% when we're done. You got to run it like a business. You tell him, I'll pay you 100% in full 1 week after work is done and pass inspection, because every major task will be inspected by a licensed and bonded third-party inspector before the contractor's paid. Nobody gets paid till it passes inspection. Tasks like painting and stuff like that, the inspection is you. Did it meet your specifications? Did it meet or you feel like the job was done right? And then you pay the job. Everything's done in writing. We have all the legal forms you'll need, release of liens, everything you need, change orders, you name it. It's all put in writing. That's a key thing. Once you've gone through the building process, you've got towards the end of your project, you're going to have a better idea of what it is you're going to spend. Because remember, when we budget this job out, let's say it's a $300,000 budget. Now, it's going to be budgeted just like as if ABC Home Building Company is going to build it versus you build it yourself through us. Reason being, I know you're going to build a home, okay? But if you don't build a home and the bank calls our card to build it, we got to have the money in that account to step in and contract out and finish the home for the bank. Build your home just like you agreed to do so. Put what you want in this home, save a ton of money doing it, and then at the end of the deal, you got $70,000, $80,000 left over. It's up to you. You can turn that money back. You can keep a portion of it. It's completely up to you. Most people turn it back to lower the mortgage. Some people keep some for landscaping, driveways, pools, things of that effect. But bottom line is, it is completely up to you, okay? Once you build your first home, just about everybody will eventually in the future come back to build a second home. They've come to realize that this is the route to go when building your home today. Sure, it takes time out of your life, but by taking a little time out of your life, you actually create something that's pretty positive. I look at it like this: if you takes you 6 months to build your 4,000 square foot home, okay? You save 80 to 100 grand building it. In 6 months' time, by building it yourself, and you save that much money, that's not a bad part-time job. I'd take it any day. Anyway, we'll talk more here on one of our next videos about Easy Builder Network and some of the other items. We're going to offer building classes. We're going to have online classes. We're going to have all kinds of different tutorial type of videos that we're going to create, all to help you out. Go to www.easybuildernetwork.com. Call our 24/7 information line. It's on there, 713-965-7347. Come in, see us, sit down, let's go over everything with you. This deal's done with extremely little out-of-pocket money. We're not like some of these others say, well, you put down a little bit of money and then suddenly they hit you up for this, that, and the other. We have very little out-of-pocket money, okay? Only $1,300 you have to put down on this. That's it until you start your mortgage payments, which could be, 7 8 months down the line, however long it takes you to build, okay? Anyway, easybuildernetwork.com, 713-965-7347. Listen to us on the radio every Saturday between 3 and 5 on 100.7 FM on the Ask Me How Home Show. This is Sydney with Easy Builder Network. Watch our next video.